The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, is already eyeing several important tasks that need to be accomplished before the holding of the 2025 midterm polls. Among them is the actual printing of ballots and the much-anticipated release of the official list of aspirants, which even the poll body admits might still be revised depending on the decision on pending and appeal on disqualification cases. PTV's Luisa Erispe has more.
The Commission on Elections is in full swing preparing for the 2025 national and local elections. Starting next week, the Commission is scheduled to start printing ballots at the National Printing Office.
Sa January 6 po ay magsisimula ang imprenta natin ng balota. In fact, sasaksihan po natin ang lahat ng yan, yung pagsisimula ng pag-imprenta ng balota.
The Commission will start printing ballots for overseas voting, which is about 1.3 million pieces. This is because most countries allow internet voting for OFWs. But before the printing starts, on Sunday, the COMELEC is also expected to release the ballot face templates. These contains names of the candidates, which will be included in the official ballots to be printed. The COMELEC explained, though they are ready for the scheduled printing and with a complete official list of aspirants in hand, they still anticipate changes on the list due to pending appeals and unresolved disqualification cases before the Anbanc and the Supreme Court.
Meron pong wording doon na meron maaaring pangalan na kasama pa, pero maaari pong matanggal pa kapag po lumabas ang final and executory judgment ng komisyon.
One of the several appeals is from former Caloocan 2nd District Representative Edgar Erice, who was a supposed re-electionist candidate for Congress. However, the Anbanc disqualified him for allegedly spreading false information in the election process. He personally asked the Supreme Court for a temporary restraining order on COMELEC's decision.
Pag nabasa niyo po yung resolution ng COMELEC, ay nakakatawa, ridiculous, sapagkat ang basihan po nila ay nilabag ko raw yung Section 261 ng Omnibus Election Code. Pero maliwanag na maliwanag, kahit basahin nyo ngayon, dito po ay malalabag mo lamang sa araw ng halalan.
Erice also insists the decision is baseless because he was not using any false information. Rather, he was just asking for clarifications on the contract of the COMELEC and Miro Systems Company Limited, the country's ACM provider for the election.
Yung pong mga sinasabi ko may batayan, iyan po ay aking constitutional right para i-criticize ang isang ahensya ng gobyerno at sino mang pinapasweldo ng mamamayang Pilipino. At ako po isang taxpayer. Hindi po ako kasalukuyang opisyal ngayon, ordinaryong taxpayer. At gusto nilang kitilin yung aking karapatan na yan. At sa pamamagitan ng pag-disqualify sa akin, ginagantihan nila ako.
The COMELEC chairman welcomed his appeal before the High Court, but said they will proceed with the printing of ballots as scheduled.
Hanggat wala po kami nakukuha na temporary restraining order o pagpapahinto sa amin sa Korte Suprema, we will have to proceed with the printing of the ballots. I am officially writing a letter to our Honorable Chief Justice informing the Supreme Court through the Chief Justice that we will already start printing of the ballots by January 6, by Monday. It is not to influence the Supreme Court on what to do doon sa mga kasong na-i-file sa kanila, subalit para po maiwasan yung nangyayari ng mga nakakaranghalalan na napapagalitan ng COMELEC sapagkat hindi na i-inform ang ating kataas-taasang hukuman kung ano ng update sa ating paghahanda, sa ating preparasyon.
From People's Television Network, Luisa Erispe, Balitang Pambansa.